Aravalli, India's oldest mountain range, where every stone holds secrets worth billions. Just imagine, a wall of mountains millions of years old, quietly standing still. Days pass, civilizations rise, cities are built, empires are born and collapse. Yet these mountains remain where they are. In the silence of the night, when the wind strikes against these mountains, it feels as if the earth itself wants to whisper an ancient secret to us. But the question is, what is that secret? Is it just a mountain chain? Or is it a gold mine? Not of gold, but of something far more precious: minerals, energy, economy, the future of civilization, everything. And today, the entire world's attention is on these Aravalli Hills. Because this is not an ordinary mountain range, it is India's geological treasure, a reservoir of energy, and perhaps the strongest pillar of tomorrow's economy. This is the same Aravalli Range that begins in Gujarat, passes through the heart of Rajasthan, touches Haryana, and slowly fades into the earth near Delhi. Stretching nearly 700 kilometers, this range is counted not just among India's oldest mountains, but among the oldest mountain chains in the world. Just imagine, mountains millions and millions of years old. How many stories must they be hiding within them? Ancient civilizations once lived here, wars were fought here, trade routes emerged from here, and today, from here come those minerals without which the modern world simply cannot function. But today, Aravalli is not just a wonder story of nature. It is a debate. It is politics. It is the conflict between development and environment. On one side, there is the mining industry, economy, and jobs. And on the other side, there is nature, oxygen, groundwater, and the future of our coming generations. And the biggest question in this entire story is, what is the real meaning of Aravalli? Should it simply be broken in the name of resources? Or is saving it our biggest responsibility? Let's understand this entire story deeply. Why is the Aravalli Range so special? Not just because it is India's oldest mountain range, but also because it literally helps India breathe. The pollution in Delhi NCR, the smog, the dusty winds blowing in from Rajasthan, the Aravalli stops them. It is a natural wall that prevents desertification. If it didn't exist, Rajasthan's sand would reach right into the heart of Delhi. It plays a massive role in groundwater recharge. Rainwater stops here, seeps into the earth, and that water becomes the lifeline for millions of people. But the story doesn't end here. Aravalli is not just the heartbeat of the environment, it is also the heartbeat of the economy. It is India's mineral treasure house. Copper, zinc, lead, silver. Some of the world's most important metals come from here. If we talk about Rajasthan's Khetri and Jawar belt, mining has been happening here for centuries. It is said that the copper from here has been used since ancient times. Today, the copper needed for electrical wiring, electronics, industry, and infrastructure. A major part of it comes from this very land. Silver and lead are also found here. Jewelry, electronics, defense, industry. They are in demand everywhere. Meaning, Aravalli is not just a pile of rocks. It is a running economy. But now let's come to that mineral whose name might instantly remind you of the Taj Mahal. That white marble, the soul of the world's most beautiful monument, comes from the Aravalli Hills. Makrana marble is considered the world's highest quality marble. Strong, soft shine, timeless beauty. This is the reason why the Taj Mahal still shines. And imagine, countless heritage buildings, temples, palaces. All are built from stones that came from Aravalli's lap. This range does not only have marble, it also has granite, sandstone, limestone, quartz, and dolomite like industrial minerals. Construction industry, cement, tiles, architecture. Aravalli is literally building the modern world. Industries are running, millions are getting employment, and the local economy is breathing. Mining is not just extracting stones. It runs the entire value chain of transport, labor, industry, manufacturing, and export. And even this is not the end. The picture gets even bigger, because Aravalli does not just hold traditional minerals, it is hiding today's most precious and futuristic minerals too. Lithium, tin, graphite, rare earth elements. These are the things without which today's technology world cannot function. Electric vehicles, batteries, smartphones, laptops, renewable energy. Everything depends on these minerals. Future wars will not be fought over oil anymore. These minerals are the new oil. And if Aravalli is sitting on such reserves within itself, just imagine how huge its strategic value is. But every medal has two sides. Where there are so many resources, there will also be greed, exploitation, and conflicts. Mining strengthens the economy, but it can also hurt nature. Mountains are cut, forests disappear, groundwater drops, wildlife gets disturbed, and slowly the balance of nature begins to break. This is where the question arises: how much mining is right? How much development is justified? And where should we stop? Aravalli is not just stone or minerals. It is a living ecosystem. Rare species are found here. There is wildlife, leopards, birds, and medicinal plants. This is not just a mountain range. It is a huge laboratory of nature. If it collapses, not just mountains will fall, the entire ecological balance will shake. Pollution will increase, desertification will rise, groundwater crisis will intensify. And eventually, humans will suffer the impact. The irony is that mining boosts the economy, but by damaging the environment, in the end it harms that same economy. Like taking blood out of the body to arrange money, relief in the beginning, but slowly the body collapses. Now enters politics, legal battles, and public emotions. When rules change, when laws are redefined, when decisions are made about where mining will be allowed and where it won't, people are affected. Industry protests, because if there is a complete ban, jobs are lost. Common people protest because nature should not be destroyed. The government wants development, but also wants to save the environment. The court tries to maintain balance. And in between all this, the most tricky question stands: what is the right decision? Some say stop mining completely and save everything. Some say allow free mining and the economy will shine. But the truth probably lies somewhere in between. Sustainable mining, this word sounds simple, but in reality, it is the toughest thing to achieve. Mining science exists, which explains how damage can be minimized. Reclamation, rehabilitation, controlled blasting, regulated extraction, technology-driven safety. But the biggest dilemma is, are these honestly followed on the ground? Now let's move a little toward common life. That laborer sitting in a small village whose livelihood depends on mining. For him, mining is not just an industry, it is his life. If the mines shut down, what will he do? His children's education, food at home, medical treatment, everything runs because of this. On the other side is the family suffering from polluted air, whose groundwater is drying up, who are watching forests disappear. For them, mining is a wound. Both are right. Both are suffering. Both are telling the truth. But it is the system that has to decide how the balance will be maintained. Aravalli is not just the present, it is the future too. In the coming time, there will be an energy transition. Fossil fuels will reduce, green energy will grow. The EV revolution will come, the battery economy will rise. Minerals like rare earths and lithium will become more important. And if India has these resources, then it is a golden opportunity. India can become self-reliant, imports can decrease, jobs can increase, and strategic power can rise. But this is possible only when mining is planned, ethical, scientific, and done with respect for the environment. And now let's speak a little from the heart. Humans are strange. Nature keeps giving us things: water, food, air, resources. And we often forget that none of this is free. One day nature asks for an account. Floods, heat waves, droughts, pollution, all are reminders. Aravalli protects us. If we destroy it, then perhaps this wall will break and the desert storm will directly enter our lives.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.